Okay, sorry I was on mute. Hello, everyone. Thank you all for joining me today. So, another webinar for Thursday. We will officially start this in a minute. I'll just wait for others to join us in a bit. So, all right. Well, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Anne, and I'm part of a customer success team here at Sendible. So Sean will be joining me later on. So he's part of the support team, and he'll be helping me in answering your questions. If you have any, you can put those questions later on. For today, we'll be talking about profile management in an ideal agency setup. So just a little reminder, so we're not giving out, we're just giving out best practices, and we're not going to say how how you're going to set it up. So it really depends on you. So we will be talking about requesting access for business manager so that you can add and start sharing your profiles in Sendible as well. All right, so we will answer your questions on the second part of the webinar, but do allow me to present this topic for the first half of this session. So some things to be mindful of. Notice that we have this chat box there on the lower right corner. And as you can see, Sean is saying, hi, hello, hi, everyone. And of course, just beside that, there's a questions tab. Hello to Marcus as well. So on the questions tabs, that's where you're going to put all your questions, but please do keep your questions relevant to our topic for today. Now, for those who have attended our webinars before, you do know that we love starting this off with an icebreaker. So please post your answers in our chat box. All right, so it's the first webinar for February, and for some, they call February as the love month. So with that said, what do you prefer getting or giving? So this goes for men and women. Do you prefer getting or giving chocolates or flowers on Valentine's Day? So 2 options only. You can pick one, okay? I wish I could pick both. So put your answers there in the chat box. For me, I prefer chocolates. Needless to say, I love eating and I have a sweet tooth. So, well, flowers can be romantic, but I think it can wither unless it's a dried flower or bouquet, you know. Okay, Sean, you're a giver. So, Sean, what do you prefer giving? Do you want to just give flowers or chocolates? Marcus, you want to get chocolates in exchange of the flowers. Okay, I think that's a fair trade. Chocolates, I'm on you on that one, Sean. Oh, a little old school. Savannah, flowers for sure. Yeah, that's a bit romantic, of course. So please, guys, please post your answers on the chat box. I'll go back to them in a bit. I'll just start sharing my screen here so that we can just start the ball rolling. Okay. Am I sharing it? Yes, I think I am. Changes. No, I'm not going to reload the site. Okay. I hope there's no problem. All right. Okay, cool. Flowers also for Nikki. Yeah, I understand. Good. All right. So, I'm now logged in to my dashboard here. And so again, we're not going to teach you how to set up your Facebook Business Manager. So there are different ways that you can learn that from Facebook directly. But I will show you how to add a partner, which is your client, with their assets, which is profiles for Sendible. So take note of those terminologies. Again, for Facebook, they call it as partner. That's our clients in Sendible. And for Facebook, it's assets, and it's called profiles in Sendible. So those are your Facebook and your Instagram. Okay, so you'll be needing a few things from your clients so that you can add them as a partner and to add your assets as well to your Facebook Business Manager. So you should be asking your client for the business account ID. And your client should be, let me show you another. So this is going to be your agency window, okay? So you have to go to business.facebook.com, and it leads you to the business suite, the Meta Business Suite. So for your clients, I'm opening a different browser here. So this is what the client browser should look like. And you need their business account ID. So once they go to their business account, the business.facebook.com, they need to click on settings, and then they have to go all the way up here to the business account info. And here they can get the business account ID. So they need to send this over to you. Now on your end, so going back to the agency window, you need to go to settings, and then you have to open your business settings. So you have to go to the Meta Business Manager. Okay, there it is. Now we have to go to users because we want to add them as partners. So we go to partners, and from here, maybe you're seeing a different view on your end. This is my view because I don't have any partners, not yet. But essentially, you have two options here. So you'll have the first option, which is to give permission to a partner to access your assets, or for you to request access to or request your partner to become a partner in your business setting. So we're going to choose that option here. So click on add. And then, of course, these are the things that you need: the business manager account, the account business ID. So as I showed you earlier, the client should give that to you. And also you need the name of the client, and also the email address of the client. So let's get started. And then I'll put the client's name, which is Cheryl. I'll put the client's email address here. So ideally, this is the email address of the Facebook account linked to their assets. Just type in a generic one. And this, we're going to put the business account ID of your client. And you have to fill out this part for the partnership info. Your business role, of course, you're an agency, so we're going to pick the media agency option. For the partner's role, definitely they have their own brand. It's a business. We're going to put brand or business. Now let's click next to request asset types. So we're going to request two. So most of the times, Facebook and Instagram come hand in hand. So we're going to use the two as an example. So we'll just use pages and Instagram accounts. So this two here. So under pages, you'll have to scroll down because we need full control. Okay. You need managed page. Just toggle this on. Okay. And that enables everything here. Again, it's important that you're selecting full control, and that's what we need access. Next, you head over to your Instagram accounts because in this case, you want to have access to their Instagram accounts as well. Now, you can see partial access for content. If you click content, that also enables messages, community activity, and ads. So probably insights is not really needed for you guys, so that really depends on you. But for me, I'm okay with this. I'll just click next, confirm, and review. All right, so you can now see and review the partnership info. So this is supposedly your partner, and this is your own account. And this is the access and permission. So you'll see the requested permissions that you selected earlier. Now, while this is optional, we strongly recommend that you fill this out and ask exactly what you need from your clients. So in this case, you can just say, hi, Cheryl, which is the client's name. Please grant full control. Always mention that you need full control of your assets. I can add them to Sendible to make sure that it's clear to them what they need to do. All right, once you're ready, just click on send. Okay, so now it's saying that your partner request has been sent. Now let's head over to the client's Facebook account or business manager. So they're still on the Meta Business Suite, and they can check your request if they go to their business settings as well. So that's the Facebook or the Meta Business Manager. All right, so once they're in the business settings, they need to go to partners. And then as you can see, the purple swan is there, and this is the new partner request. So all they need to do is to click on respond to request. There you go. And then it will just give them the information on what's going to happen next. So click that. And this is just the basic information, general information about the business. So they'll need to click on next. And then you need to pick the pages and also the Instagram accounts. In this case, you have new pages experience and also the classic pages. This client doesn't have any classic pages, only new page experiences. So this client, let's just say, this client just want to share this specific Facebook page. Now, remember we asked for full control. So the client needs to scroll down and must select the Facebook access. Again, this is very important. The client should give you Facebook access. All right, now next would be the Instagram accounts. So we're done with Facebook. The client should be given the Instagram account, the access to that one. So this is the Instagram account that they want to share. And of course, content should be toggled on. This should all be on. Insights wasn't really requested. So the client should just confirm and review. So last chance to review the access that the client is going to give for partnership. And then the client should approve the request. All right, it's done. There you go. It's now approved. Now, we're done on the client side. Now let's head over back to your side, which is for the agency. So I'll just need to refresh this. I'm still under business settings, under partners. There you go. As you can see, your partner request was already approved. Now, there are some that has not been chosen, but that's okay. I'm not very particular with this. The next step is for you to create a business asset group. Right, just click this button. And then pick the name. So I only have myself here, so I'm the only one managing it. And let's go back to the pages. Be sure that you select full control. There you go. So everything should be selected. And under Instagram account, let's use content. Let's toggle that on as well. So basically the exact same permissions that we were requesting earlier. And then click on create. All right. Now it has been created. So you are all set. You can even add more people if you have any colleagues in your company, in your agency who can manage different assets or different profiles in Sendible or here exactly on Facebook first. So you can add them here. Now, let's head over back to your Sendible account. So now that everything has been set up, next step is for you to add the profiles. So you have to go to the Profiles tab here, then go to Add Profiles. Click on Add under Facebook. Let's do the Facebook page first. Actually, you should always do the Facebook page first. Now click on Add, and if you're not logged into Facebook yet, it will ask you to log in. And from here, you get to pick which Facebook page you want to add. So I'm adding the GenHub PH that was just recently granted to me. I can also opt to get link previews for it to have automatically generated, and this is how it will look like. There are also other options here that you can select. So I want a full-size image whenever it's posted, so I'll select yes. And then for the priority inbox alerts, I just want to get it from the priority inbox and not via email. I don't really want to get a lot of emails. So for any new activity, I can get alerts under the priority inbox. So these are like your action items. So you'll get notified there. Then you'll just have to save the settings. All right. Now it's supposed to be saved here. Let me refresh it. Where did that go? I think I need to redo that. Hold on. Let's do that real quick. I'll just speed it up for you. So save the settings again. There you go. the Facebook page account has been added. So if you check that under My Profiles, the GenHub page is now here. Now, next, of course, don't forget the Instagram account. Let's add that as well. Go to Add Profiles, go to Instagram. We're going to do the direct publishing. Click it. And this is very, very important. When you see the Edit Settings button, always click on Edit Settings because you have to check if you've selected all of them. Now, don't worry. At this point, you are not connecting this Facebook or this Instagram accounts yet. So you're just technically giving Sendible the access to view these accounts, and then you can later on add them on the next page. Okay, so make sure that Select All is ticked. Okay, you don't want to just tick one or two, all right? Select all. And then on the next page, this will be your Facebook pages. They go hand in hand. Select all should be ticked as well, okay? And when you go to the next page, yes to all these permissions. Don't forget, select all and yes to all. And then click on done. Then click on OK. So now you're ready to add the GenHub PH Instagram account. So you have to click this connect button here. Okay, it's connecting. All right, it's not connected. I'll just click on done. See that? There it is. It is under GenHub PH Instagram business. Now, I understand that for some agencies, likely you're managing multiple Facebook pages. So don't worry, we have a way for you to bulk link those Facebook pages. All you need to do is to go to your name here, then go to manage users. And I'm sorry, not yet. We go to add profiles again. And then go to apps, my bad. Go to apps, and then we have a Facebook page loader here. So when you click on add, of course, it will show you the same page, but you'll have the option to pick multiple Facebook pages. Isn't that neat? There you go. So you can select all of them, or select none, or select just one, and then fill this out, select options, then save the settings. And that way, if you have 10 Facebook pages that you want to add all at once, you can use this. Very great time saver. All right, so you've added all the pages, Facebook and Instagram from your client. Of course, those are just visible under your dashboard unless you share that to your client. So your client has their own client dashboard here, which is Client Cheryl. And if I switch over to that account and go to My Profiles, of course, no profiles were added. And Share With Me is also blank. So technically, this client dashboard can post to any profiles. So let's head back to your own dashboard and share the profiles to that client. So go to My Profiles, and we'll pick this Facebook page. Click the three dots, share it, pick the client, share it that way. And you can also share this one to the client. All right. Now, maybe you want to share multiple pages or profiles. You can also do that. We have a bulk way of doing it. So go back to manage users, and then go to profile sharing. And if you want to share tons of different pages and profiles, you can select them all and share it, or just pick which one you want to add or you want to share. Then click this arrow here to share it to the right client. Then just click on save. All right. So we've done the Facebook or the Meta Business Manager. We've set that up. You have your assets and you have the partnership with your client. So that's checked. You've added the profiles and then you've shared the profiles. So now you are ready, and even your clients are ready if they want to post using Sendible. All right, so I guess we're good. Next, if you have any questions, I don't think there's any questions, but I'm going to invite over Sean. Please join me.
Hello. Oh, and I'm back. Hello.
Hey, hi, Sean.
Hey, so yes, that was really great. I love the call out about the select all. That is an incredible call out because in support, when we have issues with accounts or accounts not being added, trying to add an Instagram or a Facebook and it's not showing up in that drop down of profiles you want to choose from, like Anne was selecting, most of the time we do see that having not selected all or perhaps missing a permission in the permissions screen, it's going to be the culprit for those types of situations. So it'll solve a lot of those issues. But I wanted to also talk a little bit about the profiles. So sharing profiles and with an agency, sometimes you may have a situation where you've got Anne and myself are both part of the same team. The client has given us both admin access to the same Facebook, and Anne has shared with me those profiles. And so when you have those profiles shared with you, you are able to post those profiles. You're able to use them within Sendible with no issues, but maybe I didn't fully understand that, so I thought I'd better add my own profiles as well. Seeing as I'm an admin, right, I should add those to my account. The issue with that is it can lead to duplicates. So we do have an article on that. I'm going to share that with you as well right now, and that can be an issue because in terms of the naming convention, you're not going to see a difference when you're posting or when you're looking at those profiles in your profile screen. Right, they're going to show literally as the same name, and so it's important to try and figure out which of those they are. And I'll just share my screen really quick as well. I have a few already set up here. Let me just go ahead and get that shared. When I find the share button, there we go. All right, awesome. So basically, let me just move this. This is a secondary thing I was going to show everybody as well. So I'll give you an example of what that might look like. So I've actually gone ahead and already renamed one of my profiles, but you can see I've got a couple different profiles here, and you've noticed that these two are identical, except for the fact that I've given this one a name. So in the situation, let's say that you did go ahead and share those profiles here with your other user in the system, your other admin. Let's say they've got now theirs added too, and they've been posting to those accounts. And while it's posting to the same account, it's all going to the right Facebook or Instagram account, as an example. Perhaps you're not sure though, which one are you actually using, which account, because perhaps maybe you want to delete those duplicates because there's no sense in having two of the same thing. It's going to take up more profile slots in your system. So the allocated amount of profiles you have, every time a user in the system adds those profiles, that's going to increase your profile count. And it's kind of unnecessary because you've already got it working in the system there and shared. So basically what you'd want to go ahead and do is go ahead and just like reconnect an account. So if you were going through the reconnection process, and in that final screen that Anne got to, I'm just going to quickly skip on over to that section. When you head on over to that section, you're going to see the option to make a description. So this isn't going to change the name that it posts to or anything to do with the posting of the account, but what it will do is just label that description. As you can see, I called it main account. So that can be really good because once you've then saved that, you've renamed one of the accounts. When you go to compose a message in your box, you're going to have the option to actually choose the right accounts. You're going to see which is which. What that'll also mean is if you have any sent posts or any scheduled posts, they will also be renamed to match that as well. Don't believe I have any sent ones at the moment. Actually, I do. There you are. If I had sent to the other account, which I had not named, even after naming past the point of them being sent or scheduled, the name would also change in the system. So that's just a really easy way to figure out where are your duplicates, and also how to prevent them as well, just to save you profile space and also confusion as well.
Yes, thank you for pointing that out, Sean. That really does happen multiple times to some of our clients. That takes up some space, of course, from your profile allocation, and that causes a confusion. So please, if only probably just one of you will be adding the profiles, and get to share that, or just the one who's managing a specific dashboard will be adding the profiles. I think that would be more ideal.
Absolutely. Time saver, space saver. Everybody's happy in the end. So great. And I guess there was one other tip, just again, not sure. And don't forget, if anybody has any questions, please do feel free to ask them. We're happy to answer them. Or if you think of them afterwards, send it over to support. We're happy to answer that too. It's support@sendible.com. We can answer any of those questions afterwards, or any follow-up questions you may have had about the webinar. But I did have just one more thing I wanted to share, just a little tip, something that we've seen on occasion. When an admin user, like my account here that you can see I'm set to an admin, you may want to give that user access to other people in the system, or you may want them to have certain access to people in the system, and that's okay. However, when you're looking at an admin, really admins generally have access to just about everything. So as long as you don't really need to put anybody in here, you don't need to put any of the other users that they were going to have access to in this section. But if you did happen to, as long as you maintain the user hierarchy, in this sense, an admin that is able to see everybody because they have that full access, then you're going to be good. However, if you are an admin and this happens to get set to no, so it's no longer maintaining that hierarchy, you may think to yourself, why as an admin can I not see specific users in the system? I should be able to see everybody. Well, in that situation, if I was to set that to no, and I had only placed in this very specific set of users, realistically, if I reload and if everything behaves the way I hope it's going to, then you should only have a few users. As you can see now, I'm pretty restricted, right? Even though I'm an admin, I shouldn't have that restriction. So just an important thing to note, if you do find yourself as an admin unable to see certain users, it would be good to check your user by going into your users section, clicking on yourself, or having another user can look at this for you as well with the right access level, and either just making sure that there's nobody in here. Again, not fully necessary for an admin to be restricted in any way to any users, but really maintaining this to a yes will ensure that the admin has all of the access, can see everybody, and can maintain everything.
Okay, cool. So I don't think we have any questions, but on my end, it's just saying loading questions. Are you seeing anything on your end, Sean?
No, I've got no
No?
questions.
Mhm.
Nothing yet.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope that's quite clear for everyone. And we're just gonna wrap this up. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. And also to Sean, thank you for helping me today on today's webinar. Thank you as well, Nikki. And for next week,
Thanks,
we will
Nikki.
be talking about reputation management with Savannah, and we have our guest speaker, Chris. So that's going to be an exciting webinar. Again, that's on Thursday, 12 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you haven't registered yet, please check back the email invite that we sent you, the one that where you signed up for this. Please do register so you can also get the recording. So there's something that we are going to announce there at the end as well. So pretty exciting. So if you have any questions or maybe suggestions on what topics to discuss on future webinars, so you just shoot us an email at ses@sendible.com. All right, thanks everyone. Have a great day. Bye.
Thanks, everyone.